I've done my informative speech on homosexuality and the statistics of homosexuals and parenting. Cheryl Swoops, Rosie O'Donnell, Elton John, Amanda Beers, Ricky Martin, Melissa Etheridge, Dan Savage, Kat Coral, Neil Patrick Harris. All these people have one thing in common. They are all homosexuals. Not only are they homosexuals, but they are parents. Being homosexual and a parent can be very hard. However, there are two organizations that support the right for homosexuals to raise children in a same-sex household. These organizations include the GLBT, Gay, Lesbian, Bisexual, Transgender, and PFLAG, Parents of Friends and Families of Lesbian and Gays. Numerous studies have shown that children raised by homosexuals do not significantly differ from those raised by heterosexuals. Homosexuality is a sexual attraction to members of one's own sex. The term gay is used for males, and the term lesbian or lesbianism is used for females. Homosexuality has been here since the beginning of time. It is in the Bible. It has happened in various parts of the world. Canoe Hotel in Nyack Humnum was the first recorded homosexual couple in history. The pair are portrayed in a nose-kissing position. This is the most intimate pose in Egyptian art. In China, homosexuality is known as the bitten peach, the cut sleeve, or the southern custom. These euphemistic terms were used to describe behaviors, not identities. The American Psychiatric Association deleted homosexuality as a mental illness in 1973. For the first time in history, the U.S. Census Bureau counted gay marriages in its 2010 surveys. By collecting and releasing data on same-sex partners, both married and unmarried, and on the number of children being raised in these households, 33% of lesbians were raising children in 2000, and 22% of gay males were raising children in 2000. Same-sex couples and homosexual singles applying for adoption tend to be older, better educated, and have more economic resources than their heterosexual counterparts. Numerous studies have shown that children raised by homosexuals do not significantly differ from those raised by heterosexuals. Children generally thrive in an environment in which there is a stable, loving relationship between caregivers. Children benefit in such an environment in terms of a model of a healthy, loving relationship, and in terms of adults reaching their full parenting capabilities supported by their partners. At least 4 million U.S. children have one or both parents who identify themselves as homosexual. Same-sex couples tend to be concentrated in urban areas. Among cities with more than 100,000 population, San Francisco has the most same-sex couples as a percent of all households. Seven of the largest concentrations of homosexuals in the USA include Manhattan, San Francisco, Boston, Seattle, Oakland, Washington, D.C., Chicago. Just as same-sex couples live in virtually every U.S. county, children of same-sex couples live in virtually every U.S. county. According to the Gay and Lesbian Atlas, 96% of the U.S. counties have at least one same-sex couple with children under the age of 18 in the household. Homosexuality has been here since the beginning of time and is increasing by numbers. Homosexuality is still frowned upon among those that do not understand it. Being a homosexual does not make that individual less capable of raising a child or children. Homosexual relationships can provide a positive family environment. Homosexual couples are virtually in every U.S. county. And studies of children raised by homosexual parents overall were no more likely to suffer from psychological problems than kids that were or are being raised in conventional homes.